Hey, good evening, party people. This is Necros Danny, freshly back. I know I was gone for a few days for Maximum Lucha, but I'm back. But you know something? I'm going to give a little credit to somebody who kind of brought me back. You know, because to tell you the truth, Necros Danny, he was out of it. I'm not going to lie, I was out of it. I didn't want to do this anymore. I didn't lose the love for Lucha. But you know, sometimes stuff happens. But you know, if it wasn't for this guy right here, Fabian Fury, who's been a great guy since we've known him, since LSA, you know, he made me realize, hey, there's more out there. There's a lot more that you guys haven't done. You guys are a great team. You need to bring this back, and he brought me back. So if you want to thank anybody, you thank this gentleman right here, because this guy, he knows what it's all about. He's got the smarts. He's had a great promotion at LSA. I mean, there's nothing else I could say. I mean, if you've been to his shows, you know that it's just insanely crazy. It's bigger than a lot of the other promotions that I've seen that have huge venues and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to introduce him to Fabian Fury. If you don't already know him, well, then that's your loss, because this dude's a great dude. I mean, so, hey, nice to meet you. Like always, dude, you're a great big homie.
Thank you, appreciate
like always, dude, he puts on a great show. And we're going to ask him a few questions, because there's a lot of questions I have to ask about him. He's already told me a lot of history about himself before, but we're going to ask him a few other little questions, you know? When it goes down to line to some of his past. I remember you were just rapping about you and Rico Dynamite. Oh, good lord, it's been a while since I've been on camera, my bad. But yeah, like you and Rico Dynamite, you guys tag team champions, you guys had a lot of history, you guys were popular. You know, why don't you tell the party people a little bit about that maybe don't know about that?
Yeah, me and Rico were running good. Maybe about 6 years ago. We were tag team for 2 years. It just came out of nowhere. You know, we're at a show. You know, I'd known the guy for a long time, and we're actually going to wrestle against each other. And then something happened, and somebody else didn't show up. I'm like, hey, well, they need a tag match for that one. I'd rather do tag. You know, I'm tired of doing singles.
It's fun doing tag.
Yeah, so I was like, hey, Rico, you want to do a tag over here? You know, you want, and we did it. And then from then on, we just kept running with it. You know, it became the Dynamite Fury. We were wrestling in what's that? MTW? What the heck is that shit?
You got me on that.
I forgot.
Hey, don't worry.
NTW, something like that.
I can cut.
And then we were in.
Just keep going. Keep going when you pick
in Rocky's promotion.
FMML.
Yeah, rest in peace, Rocky. We were there. We were on TV. We were up, and then all of a sudden it just all ended, you know. And then we went our separate ways. Rico's doing good now, you know.
Hey, but that's what happens sometimes. Like even with me and us in Maximum Lucha, you know, sometimes you get on that streak where you guys feel like you're unstoppable. The crowd loves you guys do stuff. But you know, sometimes working as a team isn't as easy as what people think.
Yeah.
You know, from the outside it looks great, but from the inside there's always a little bit of animosity here and there. You know how it is. It's not always just ego. It's just the way people are. You know, that's the way it is.
It was clashed, but I mean, we're still good friends.
That's good, man.
It was just everything around us that went down. You know, nobody all of a sudden, hey, you guys aren't on TV, then we don't want to use you. I'm like, what?
It becomes, yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks because you guys have the talent. You guys are both talented dudes. I've never seen you guys together in person. On clips and stuff. But, you know, in singles competition and stuff like that, you guys are very talented. You guys are big, strong dudes. You guys can move quick. You got what it takes, you know? And that's another thing that I wanted to bring up with LSA. I freaking love LSA. That's in my backyard. Woo! Right there in the city of Whittier, Norwalk, whatever you want to call it, up Norwalk and Carmenita. That's my neighborhood right there. And when they start bringing wrestling to my neighborhood, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I don't have to travel to East LA and Southgate anymore as much as I love those shows. But, you know, it was a great show. I mean, it was a small little place, but what you guys did there was magic. It's been a while since you've had a show. But those last few shows that I went to, dude, it was crazy. I mean, it was just, you had to have been there. If you weren't there at those LSA shows, which I know a lot of people weren't, and you should be ashamed of yourself and kick yourself, because really that was some great entertainment. You guys had the best of the best. The cream of the crop, like Pantera Azteca would say. The cream of the crop is what you guys had.
Yeah, we had the biggest match of the night, I would think, besides our heavyweight. The match was the Chaos Rico Dynamite match.
Dude, that was classic, dude. I mean, this guy had never, you know, known a lot about those dudes. He hadn't been in that scene, more Lucha Libre, and he saw that match, and the first thing he said, he's like, dude, that was classic. And I was like, dude, you don't understand the history between those dudes. I mean, that was awesome. But it was an awesome match, and that wasn't even the main event. Yeah, that's how great this promotion is. It wasn't even the main event, and he had that, and the crowd went nuts.
Yeah, that was, and the main event was, can't remember his name. Was it
I want to believe, wasn't it Ray Rosas?
Ray Rosas
versus the Mirror Image.
The Mirror Image.
The Mirror Image ended up winning.
Yeah, that was a good match. Rosas took him to the limit, and Rosas had a match in the beginning of the night.
Yeah, he did.
He was opener to determine who fights for the title, and he put a hell of a match there in that battle royal, and then he went on to the main event and almost took the belt.
See, that was the great thing about your promotion that I really loved. I mean, where can you go and you see the first match is Ray Rosas is your opening match? I mean, dude, when you're going to see a show and it's Ray Rosas is your opening match, you know you got something good. You really do. I mean, seriously, when I first went there, I was like, what, Ray Rosas in the first match? I'm like, oh, hell yeah, dude. You know this is going to be a good night of wrestling. No doubt about it, you know, and it all followed through, dude. It really did.
So hopefully by November, LSA will be back, you know, running shows here in your backyard.
Oh, we want it back. We definitely want it back. I mean, Maximum Lucha, we're going to do our part to help this gentleman out because he's helped us out. We help him out. And really, you need to check out LSA. And I'll tell you the truth, a lot of the big fans were there at that last show. I think people got the memo because we Maximum Lucha, we spread you guys around.
Yeah,
we really did.
A lot of people, standing room and stuff.
Yeah, it was great, dude. I mean, really, the Godfather got everybody into it. He got me into it, and then I started telling other people about it. We did flyers, you know, you've seen the stuff that we've done, and you know, people really got into it. I mean, even Sean Scoville was there. I mean, everybody was there at that last show, and I really think you guys have something special, and I think that's something that if you need our help with Maximum Lucha, we'll be there to help LSA out. Because really, dude, that was a great freaking show, dude. It was awesome. It was really good.
We loved it, man.
Yeah, I'm not being about a bad over at Kiss House. I don't hear nothing from you, George. I don't hear nothing from you, but yeah.
It was nothing like that. Look, I took a friend of mine named Sir George.
Yeah, Sir George.
And, you know, and he screamed. We never seen him that excited.
Yeah, we never seen him scream at all. I say never.
A very self-composed man, you know, a very proper man. And we never seen him yell so much and get so much into a wrestling event.
Yeah, it was
especially
great.
a local one, huh?
Yeah, it was a great thing because when I first took him, dude, the first thing he said is like, "Hey, what the hell did you get me into?" It said, "There's a bunch of bikers over there in the fucking bar and stuff."
I was like, and then I saw the first wrestler come out with Mexican. I was like, "Ah, it's cool."
It's all good.
Yeah,
you know.
And then when we saw that big black dude come on.
Othello, yeah.
I was a little intimidated.
I was taking pictures around the ring and I felt like a deer in headlights when he ran out. And I was like, oh Lord.
Yeah, we
guys. I don't know where you get them from.
Yeah, we mix it up. We got big American dudes. We got small lucha guys. We got small guys that do lucha and American. So it's just a big mixture of everything.
You do. I mean, it's a great mixture. If you've never seen an LSA show, when he does it again, you need to be there. This is Maximum Lucha. We'll put our names on the line for this guy. In there, we've seen it. We know how it goes down. You know, and I don't mean to change the subject a little bit because we love LSA, but we want to go to the Slam U thing. Me and you were supposed to do. I was supposed to go with you. I wasn't able to go back in August, I believe it was. Yeah. But it's a big thing right now. It's huge. There's a lot of things going on in Arizona.
It's in a sports arena, so you know they can take out seats, put seats in.
Oh, you know we gotta go out there someday. Huh?
Yeah, we got to. And pretty soon there will be a Maximum Lucha Fabian Fury tour to Slam U. It's coming soon. We don't know when, but it's going to be coming soon, and it'll be on location. We're going to film the whole way down there and stopping in the little cities and the little areas before we get there. But it's going to be there, and it's going to be our second road trip. But you know, this guy's real picky, and for him to travel all the way to Arizona, that's got to mean something.
Yeah, well,
because you're not going to travel with 300-400 miles. You know,
I was recommended by Gallo. Gallo's a great guy. If you guys check out Gallo,
he almost beat me up at the last LSA show during the Hector Canales match. I know how big that dude is.
Gallo's a giant dude, and you know, he's the one who recommended me out there. He's like, hey, you know, there's this young guy in California. You know, you want to give him a shot? They saw me and they gave me a call. So thanks, Gallo, for putting me out there.
And thanks for not kicking my ass also. And of course, like we mentioned before, Aztec Pro. He's going to be Aztec Pro at the 20th. Me, Miguel, and Maximum Lucha Crew have been to Aztec Pro. It's like being on WWE or CMML. I mean,
it's big time.
It is big time. I mean, when we did those interviews with the laser light show behind us and the big old Titantron behind us, dude, I felt like I was like in the big leagues. And that's going to make you guys feel big too. So why don't you school the party people out there and some of my homies about what you guys used to do on TV? Because you were telling me it was a big deal. It really was. These guys were on radio stations. I mean, these guys were pretty much... These guys were the cream of the crop. They were doing their thing. Didn't you say you had a tag team champions with 3 promotions?
Yeah.
Three promotions. They were tag team champions. I mean, how old? I don't know anybody else who was a tag team champion in more than 1 promotion, but in 3, dude.
At the same time,
dude.
So.
Yeah, at the same time.
We were coming up. We were doing Los Angeles al Día, Despierta America. We were big in the Latin community. So we were doing interviews here and there, like almost every other day. Radio interview, TV interview. And then we still did the TV tapings on Saturdays. You know, and they would air them on Saturdays too. Sometimes they'll air them as we were doing them, so we never got to see them.
Hey, like, and you know, in the community of wrestling and lucha libre, that makes you guys rock stars. You know, like when I first started getting into the scene, I used to watch championship wrestling from Hollywood, and when I would see those guys like Joey Chaos or Rey Rosas or Los Luchas, I mean, you look at them different. You look at them almost like rock stars, and I can only imagine how people looked at you guys like that. I mean, that's like rock star status right there, dude. Yeah. That's kind of like the good thing about this whole technology thing that's going on right now is, if you don't see them on TV, you got other options. You got Facebook, you got YouTube, and you got, you know, Instagram with pictures. So I mean, yeah, that gives you a whole nother spectrum of stuff that you guys can, you know.
Yeah, to promote ourselves.
To promote yourself.
I mean, I've been dabbling in it recently, but I never did before, which I should have, you know.
Yeah. But you got us here to help you out, you know. Since this gentleman was nice enough to bring me back to the group, you know, we're gonna help you out. So what's gonna be the future of Fabian Fury and Aztec Pro? That's what I want to know, because Aztec Pro, dude, when we went last time, those were for 300 plus people, dude.
Yeah.
300 plus. I mean, that's a huge deal.
Yeah, as long as they keep having me there, I'll gladly show up to Aztec Pro, you know. I'll just bring on anybody. I'll take them all on, you know. If they got a title, I'll take their belt, man. I don't care. You know, if it happens. But.
Yeah, if it happens. But tell you the truth, dude, hey, Manny and Humberto, they're great guys.
And, you know, backstage, like, they have water, they have everything, you know, so it's good.
I remember because we were backstage that one day. I was like, damn, dude, I feel like I'm in like a Universal Studios backstage or something. I mean, they had everything for these guys. They even had the burlesque show.
Yeah, that was good.
I saw a little bit. Tell you the truth, I mean, it's a great promotion, and I mean, hopefully you guys can keep working together, because we love seeing you. I know you're very selective about stuff. He's a great guy. He really is. And obviously, if he's working you the right way, then he's got a good future for you.
Yeah, I mean, he actually listened and gave me a shot, so I was like, oh, cool, you know.
Yeah, that's the great thing about Manny. He listens. He really does. He really wants... He kind of reminds me of what Bart from AWS is. He really wants to know what the fans are about. He really wants to know what the fans want. And I think that's a great thing with Manny. I think he's kind of like Bart in that sense. If Aztec Pro keeps going as strong as it is, you are as really strong as it is, your future champion is Aztec Pro.
Hey, well, they have the belts and they want to put me as a contender. I'll gladly, you know.
This dude completely deserves it. He really does. Not as just the person, because this dude is the coolest guy. Like I said, he brought me back to Maximum Lucha after I left. You know, but as a wrestler and as a promoter, this guy, he really has it going on. You really do. I'm not being an ass kisser, but from the experience that I've had knowing you so far, it's been all positive. I've met a lot of people that were cool at first and became douches.
Yeah.
But you've been, tell you the truth, as I've met you and Maximum Lucha, is, you know, we've hung out and that stuff. You know, my respect has gotten higher from you, because everything that you've done and everything that you're a part of has always been really good.
Oh,
and you can see that from your past to what's going on now. You're part of Aztec Pro, dude. That's a big thing. Slam you, a huge thing right there.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, nothing but good things, homie. I mean, I know life is hard sometimes, but when you get chances like this, it makes it all worth the while, dude.
Yeah, that was in a downslope for a while too. You know, that's why I stopped wrestling before, and then
we're glad you're back.
Came back, and then other, you know, stuff happens, and you just gotta keep going.
You gotta keep. That's the story of life, you know.
Up.
Yeah, it's never easy. We, you know, being a Maximum Lucha, we've seen the bad side of it. We've seen the good side of it. But when you can rise above as a person and as a wrestler, as an entertainer, that's where you build character as a person. And to us, you're a great character. And we appreciate your time. This guy really has made time for us. He really has, because he's a very busy gentleman. And one more thing before we roll out, if you got any other shout-outs besides Aztec Pro and Slam You, anything else that's going on with Fabian Fury, what do you got for the party people out there?
So far, just those two shows. But I mean, you guys keep checking out Championship Wrestling. You can see my tag team partner on there, Pinky. You know,
yeah, Pinky.
You can see my former tag team partner, Rico Dynamite, on there. They had a lot of good talent on there. Ricky Mandel's on there. You know, Ricky Mandel's in Arizona now. You know, a lot of the guys that they use there are on LSA. So if you see that and you see some of the guys there, you're gonna see them on LSA doing different things. You know,
and we're waiting for the next show.
With different characters. You know, well, I mean, fighting against other people from different promotions that you wouldn't see. You know.
Yeah, and anywhere else. You know, so but. Tell you the truth, party people, this has been a fun time for me. You know, I've only known you a short time, but it's been great. And when LSA does come back, you better be there. You better be there, because if not, you're going to hear stuff from me, because really, you're going to miss a great show. And I told a lot of people they've missed it, and they've heard, and they've seen the stuff afterwards. Like, oh, I should have went. Well, why didn't you go? LSA, why weren't you there? That's your own fault. But we're going to end that note. You know, I appreciate your time, Fabian. This has been freaking great time, big homie. And good night, man.
Thank you.